almost doing the splits. How badly Justin Gaethje's got him reacting to those leg kicks, bro. He's got his leg all the way back near his coaches, making sure they're watching it for him so Justin Gaethje doesn't batter it anymore. The interim title between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett, as the days roll on by, is looking more and more like it's going to be for the vacant 155-pound belt. Ilia Topuria, if you don't know, has been going through it outside of the octagon.
I'm nor here nor there to say anything about the situation. All I know, from a mixed martial arts standpoint, is Ilia Topuria has come out and it told everyone, including the UFC, hey, I'm not going to be fighting for quite some time. I'm going to take a step away from mixed martial arts, and I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to take care of my situation. I'm going to take care of my problems, ideally privately, and we'll go from there. And, you know, good luck to Ilia Topuria. Good luck to his wife. You know, may peace be upon them both. But for now, yeah, it's looking like Ilia Topuria won't be defending the belt anytime soon. So,
let's talk about it. What does that mean? The UFC is finally taking control. 2026 UFC is not coming to F around. They don't care about what you got going on outside of the octagon. And like I said, peace be among Ilia Topuria's entire family. May they figure this situation out and all ends happily and ever after. You know what I mean? I send blessings and wishings and everything to their family, okay? But the UFC is a businessman. It does not revolve around Ilia Topuria. Yes, he's the 155-pound champion, but if you can't defend, you can't be the champion. And some guys can't defend because of age. They get too old, they can't defend. Some guys can't defend because of injury. They get injured, they can't defend. Okay, there's different situations, but if you're coming out and telling everyone, hey, I'm not going to be in the octagon for a while. I'm not going to be locked in. I'm not going to be focused in on this stuff. The UFC needs to step in and say, hey, man, you need to let us know that you are going to fight within the next 6-7 months and fight whoever the interim title winner is, because we're not about to sit here and wait around, okay? We're sorry that this situation is going on, but we got a division to move along, man. We got Arman Tsarukyan. We got a lot of guys coming up like Faraz Ziam that are going to be getting title shots soon. We need to get this stuff going. It's a beautiful sight to see from the UFC that they will take control of the situation. You know what I mean? They haven't come out and publicly said anything yet, but it has been rumored and kind of hinted at that, you know, it will be for the title, for the vacant title and not the interim title anymore. You know what I mean? So kudos to the UFC. What does that mean? That means that we have a new champ. A new champ is coming to town, and his name is potentially Justin Gaethje. Guys, I want to get into this real quick because it's kind of crazy. 2026 is going to be a beautiful year for the UFC. I think it's going to be a beautiful year for mixed martial arts in general. Okay, I send lots of well wishes and beautiful prosperity to both the UFC and the PFL and all the upcoming organizations. Man, hopefully this sport just goes kaboom over the next few years. And I have a feeling, I have a sneaky suspicion that it very well so will. With that being said, in the big 2026, there is potential for Justin Gaethje to become the undisputed 155-pound champion. There's potential for Justin Gaethje. Yes, I have to repeat it, guys, because it's insane to even be saying at this point. With guys like Arman Tsarukyan in the division and Ilia Topuria in the division, you're telling me that Justin Gaethje is going to be the champion defending his belt against a guy like Ilia Topuria and Arman Tsarukyan? I thought, if anything, it would be the other way around. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable world that we live in where Justin Gaethje has the potential to become champion. Now, you're going to sit here and say, oh, well, aren't you going to sit here and tell us how he could become champion? Well, yeah, obviously. Let's get into this real quick. I want you guys to envision the walkouts. Both of the fighters are walking out. Paddy Pimblett's got the, yeah, he's hyping up the crowd, you know, oh, Paddy the Baddy, yeah, you know, and then Justin Gaethje's coming out, man. You know, he's all cool, calm, collected, man. He's the savvy vet coming into this situation. He's the underdog coming into this situation, looking for the upset. He's, you know, strutting his shoulders and, you know, all that good stuff. They get into the octagon. I don't know who the referee is, but for this sake, we're going to say Keith Peterson, bro. Keith Peterson, shout out Keith Peterson. Keith Peterson is the referee. No nonsense. Gentlemen, I don't want no nonsense between both of you, okay? Keith Peterson is letting them know. No nonsense. No nonsense. This is for the vacant title. Boys, this is no longer the interim. You boys understand? No nonsense. Boom, they get into it. First round, Justin Gaethje comes out slamming the leg kicks. He's whipping that leg like a baseball bat. Okay? He's just whipping that leg like a freaking baseball bat. Sorry for cussing. Justin Gaethje is hammering. Joe Rogan's going crazy. Joe Rogan's over and he's going crazy right now. Oh man, that leg is getting red and now it's getting purple, boys. He's holding DC back and John Anik, you know, he's going crazy with the leg kicks. All of a sudden, second round rolls around, you know, and Justin Gaethje won that first round. He did plenty of damage. He kind of slowed down Paddy. Paddy didn't really get off his grappling much. You know, he didn't really have success in that first round. Just bear with me, okay? Potentially. There's potential for this. I'm not saying he's not going to. I'm saying there's potential for this to happen. Bear with me, okay? All of a sudden, second round, Justin Gaethje says, the game plan, buddy. Chop, chop, chop. And even now that Paddy's freaking checking the leg kicks and trying to move his leg out of the way, his leg is battered. Joe Rogan's going crazy again. He's holding John Anik and DC back again. DC's looking at him like, okay, bro, chill out. Chill out, man. You're ruining my nice dress shirt, man. You're ruining my nice dress shirt. All of a sudden, end of the second round, we see Paddy Pimblett limping. Justin Gaethje's up 2 rounds to nothing against Paddy Pimblett. 2 rounds to nothing. Okay? Now bear with me. Paddy Pimblett comes out the third round. His coach has just lit a fire underneath his ass. Okay? Paddy Pimblett is ready to go. And I'll give it to him. He comes out in this third round, in my imaginary scenario. And he, you know, gets Justin Gaethje down. Not in very, you know, dangerous positions, but he gets him down just enough. He's kind of sitting in his guard. He's landing some good elbows. He kind of cuts Justin a little bit right here, you know, right underneath the eye. Not enough to stop the fight or anything. Okay, bear with me. End of the third round. Paddy Pimblett has won the round. Justin Gaethje is still up 2-1. Coming out round 4. Paddy Pimblett is tired. You guys know Paddy Pimblett in those later rounds. You know what I mean. Paddy Pimblett tends to slow down just a little bit in those later rounds. And, you know, bear with me in this scenario because, like I said, Paddy Pimblett is not finishing Justin Gaethje with his jiu-jitsu in this situation. More than likely, that's what's going to happen, but bear with me. I'll get to that. Justin Gaethje comes out and he says, screw it. I am kicking the crap out of your leg to the point where you can't move on it, buddy. 3 more leg kicks battering the crap out of Paddy Pimblett's leg. At this point, that leg is so battered, he's got it all the way back behind him. He's almost doing the splits. How badly Justin Gaethje's got him reacting to those leg kicks, bro. He's got his leg all the way back near his coaches, making sure they're watching it for him so Justin Gaethje doesn't batter it anymore, bro. I'm telling you, full-on splits type situation, bro. Boom. Justin Gaethje finishes out, kind of chases him down, lands some good shots. He's going for his title, man. This is his last chance. And all of a sudden, we're going into the 5th round. And guess what? It's not 2-2. It's 3-1 Justin Gaethje. And it's so obvious that if the judges somehow, some way, rig it for Paddy Pimblett, it will be so blatantly obvious that they will lose their jobs for forever. They're going to Division 6, okay? They're going to Division 6, okay? Have fun at your local MMA rec center, bro. Have fun at your local MMA rec center. Judging the people checking the IDs and all that good stuff. Listen, though. Justin Gaethje, 5th round, whatever, he comes out. Doesn't matter. He's just holding out at this point. He just needs to not get finished. And he won this fight, okay? But Justin Gaethje's not like that. Justin Gaethje goes out and he says, screw this. I'm not trying to leave it to the judges. So he, 2 more leg kicks in that sucker. 2 more leg kicks. Paddy Pimblett is going to feel this, not for the next week, not for the next month, but for the next quarter of the year, 3 months, okay, he's going to feel this leg pain. He'll be regretting he even took the fight against Justin Gaethje in my theoretical scenario. All of a sudden, that's the final buzzer. That's the final buzzer. Justin Gaethje's a UFC champion. Justin Gaethje's a UFC champion. But here's the actual outcome, though. I'm sorry to burst y'all's bubble, bro. I'm sorry to burst y'all's bubble. Bro, it's a cool scenario. I mean, tell me my scenario didn't get you hyped up a little bit, bro. Listen, whether you love him, whether you hate him, whether you like him, whether you don't, okay, whether you think he's good or whether you think he's bad, Paddy Pimblett is very good. Paddy Pimblett has a gnarly chin on him. And aside from the leg kick scenario, I really like, is Justin Gaethje going to knock him out? Is Justin Gaethje really going to knock out Paddy Pimblett? Really, man? Like, nah, dude, Paddy Pimblett's got a chin on him. He's not going to knock him out. Is he going to out-grapple him? No way. And Paddy Pimblett, you know he's going to take advantage of Justin Gaethje's grappling. You know that Paddy Pimblett has good jiu-jitsu. He has pretty good wrestling. And he is going to excel in that portion of the fight, bro. He would be a silly goose to keep that fight standing for any longer. If it goes 5 rounds and Paddy Pimblett doesn't have at least 18 minutes of control time, that is a loss, okay? That is a loss in and of itself. If he doesn't Khabib Nurmagomedov his way to the back and just backpack Justin Gaethje for at least 3 of these rounds, what are you doing, bro? You know what I mean? Like, Paddy Pimblett is more than capable of doing something like that. And if he gets into that scenario, he's more than likely going to choke Justin Gaethje out. He's more than likely going to choke Justin out. And it's one of these scenarios where Paddy Pimblett doesn't even have to take Justin Gaethje down. Like, weirdly enough, why do I feel like Paddy Pimblett could do some, like, Tatsuro Taira stuff? Where he, you know, wrestles Gaethje or pushes him to the fence, and then all of a sudden you see him kind of crawling to the back. Justin's kind of down here defending, you know, he's like trying to close his elbow and his knee, and he's trying to defend. Paddy Pimblett sinking in any hooks. And then all of a sudden, Paddy Pimblett jumps on his back, pushes off the cage, grabs him underneath his armpits, and backpacks his way onto the ground, bro. And next thing you know, you got Paddy the Baddy Pimblett sinking in a body lock while you're fighting off all the submissions that he's going to throw your way. And listen, that in a 4 or 5 round fight, you know what I mean? Obviously, Paddy Pimblett, if he doesn't win those first 3 rounds, it gets a little iffy. But I just have a feeling that he's going to come in here a lot more ready to go 5 rounds. His cardio is going to be a little bit more in check. He's more than likely going to, in those 4th and 5th rounds, if it gets to that point, you know, show a little bit of tiredness, maybe gas out a little bit, but so is Justin Gaethje, man. So is Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is getting a little bit older, and yes, he has phenomenal cardio, but dude, if you're talking about Justin Gaethje and in terms of like defending, you know, grappling cardio, that might wear on him a little bit, okay? If he's got Paddy Pimblett on his back for 10 minutes of the first 3 rounds of the fight, Justin Gaethje is not going to come out in that 4th round the same way he would if it was a 5 round or 3 rounds of standing, you know, 15 minutes of them standing, and maybe Paddy Pimblett gets like a minute of control or 2 minutes of control on the ground. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Paddy Pimblett is more than likely going to win the belt. Hey, listen, make no mistake. There is a very high chance, I'm tripping. There is a chance that Justin Gaethje could win this fight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know who you got in the comments below. Justin Gaethje or Paddy Pimblett? And how do you got them winning? Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like while you're down there. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Stay safe and have a phenomenal night. Peace.